more shots. So I just said, can I have a medium with 4 shots? And I feel like the medium's pretty big. But I would love to get their Golden Eagle or their different drinks. But I am trying the, SPF way of eating, which I had mentioned in my last video, which is steak, potatoes, fruit. And I had forgot to mention that also eggs are involved in that way of eating. But I can only have like black tea and black coffee. So that is why I cannot get the Golden Eagle from Dutch Brothers. And if you've never had that, or if you've never been to Dutch Brothers, it's just like a caramel coffee drink with like half and half, and it's delicious the way they make it. Anyways, we got this. Okay, we have to be pouring for a little bit. They put a cute little seal on top too. So, you get a little sticker. Okay, so that's actually delicious. Okay, so I am at the park again, as you can see behind me. The cops have been hanging out at this park lately, and I don't know why, but I used to never see them before, so I always see them in the corner now, which is good. I feel safer with them there, but it is a pretty safe park in general, so maybe they just like to hang out here like the rest of us. Alright, so that's our fun little drink with our chit chat at the park. So today I was gonna go to the zoo, but my brother invited us over to go and hang out at his house and have some lunch. But today is Friday and he is doing Lent, so he cannot eat meat on Friday, so he can only have fish or vegetarian, I think, on Fridays. And so my mom is going to pick up some like a fillet of fish and take it over there, but I am gonna hang out here with you guys and film this video, and then I'm gonna go meet them. But I'm not having the fillet of fish because I can't have that, although I love fillet of fish. Okay, love. I get my fillet of fish in a special way, which I've mentioned before, but I think that there's a lot of new people on here, so I'm going to mention it again. The way I order my fillet of fish at McDonald's is I get double cheese and light tartar sauce. Now, the reason I get double cheese is because I feel like they used to put a full slice of cheese in there. And if you guys get it now, I swear, open it up and tell me what you think of that cheese. Like, what size is that cheese? Because to me, it looks like half of a cheese slice. It looks like half of a whole cheese slice, like a Kraft Singles. Anyway, so I'm like, where's the rest of the cheese? I noticed it like a little while back. And so now I order double cheese because half a slice is not enough for me, y'all. And I get light tartar just because sometimes they were like smothering that tartar, and some people love the smothered tartar, so if you like it like that, then that's great too. But yeah, take a look at that cheese. Let me know how you feel about it. Okay, so yeah, so they're gonna have that, and I have to be on the SPF. So, which I've been doing okay on. I'm not perfect. It's been 7 days, and I've been eating that way, and I've been okay. Okay, so today I had for lunch I had like a meat skewer, and then my mom like barbecued it, and then she also grilled like onions and tomato and peppers. So I had all of that. I had some pickles, I had some banana, some apple, some avocado, just things that I knew that I could have, and that's just kind of how I plated it, and I was fine. I'm fine right now. I might get something else to eat later while they're having a fillet of fish. I'm so full right now, but like there are so many places to eat around here that I could get something that fits into my eating plan. We have like a Chipotle down the street, and we have Panda. I'm trying to think, there's another McDonald's over here. Yeah, we have different things that I could get. Like I just can't have like rice and stuff like that, or tortilla. So I would just get like a low carb meal. I was thinking of getting a bowl from Chipotle, but that has rice in it. I think actually I could just have a salad or turn the bowl into like lettuce, beans, and salsa. I can have cheese and then some protein. And yeah, there's always like something I can have, and it's kind of fun to sort of pick and choose to sort of fit my lifestyle. I figured I will try this eating plan for like a month, and we'll see if it works. But anyways, yeah, it's been 7 days on that plan. Let me think of what else has been going on. When I went to Orange County to go to work, I got offered a job at a famous bakery down there, and it was kind of crazy because I was leaving like NorCal, and then as I was leaving NorCal to go to Orange County to work, someone called me for a job like out here, and I was like, I am leaving, so I cannot interview right now, and it's literally like the only week that I'm leaving. I've been here for weeks, and I haven't heard anything, but I told the lady like thank you. I thought it was a spam call, so I like almost didn't answer the call, and I'm like, I have to go to Orange County. I work once a month over there, so I cannot interview because I'm gonna be gone for a whole week. And she's like, okay, I'll just keep you on the list in case for next time. And I was like, okay. Then I go to Orange County, and then I get a message from this bakery. I'm saying famous bakery because I don't know what else to call it. It is pretty famous. Like when I worked at the airport, people would go to this bakery and they would bring like bags and boxes of baked goods on the airplane to wherever they were flying to because they're from out of town or whatever. But that's how much everyone loves this bakery, and they have a couple different locations. So anyway, so when I'm out there this past week, they messaged me and they're like, we would love to have you on our team, and we would like to have you in the customer service department, and we like your qualifications and your experience and all this kind of fun stuff. And it was a very nice message, and I was like, wow, they're super nice here. But I messaged them back, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I am looking for affordable housing, and if I find it, then I would love to come work with you guys. And they were super nice, and they were like, okay, we'll be here like when you're ready. So that's the only problem, is like I haven't found like a good, comfortable, safe place to live out there that's affordable. I know there's an apartment complex in Orange. I think it's like Santa Ana, Orange area, but it's like right by the freeway, and it's like one of those luxury apartment buildings, and I've toured it before. And the great thing about that building is that they go off of your income. So I haven't seen any other complexes do something like that. I think it's great. They go off your income, whatever paychecks you show them, your W-2 or whatever you show them, that's what they go off of. Or if you're a 1099, you're gonna have to show it that way, but that's what they go off of. I think that's amazing, because who else does that? So according to how much you make, like that's how much you will have to pay monthly. They'll give you like a tier of how much to pay, and that's kind of what you can do. You can make the choice of living there based on that. So I thought that was really cool. I never actually went to live there. I think because the other apartments I looked at were just more roomy. They had a smaller pool, and that's mainly what it was. I didn't love their like outside area, but I think the apartments were fine. I might go check it out again. I'm not sure. I don't love living in buildings anymore. After I lived in a luxury apartment building, I'm not like loving it that much anymore. There's like, I don't know, a lot of things that I don't love about it. So, one of the things I don't love about it is, and this is probably not all of them, but like their parking structures. You have to go like round and round and round to get down, up and down every day. So if you're on the third and fourth floor, you're constantly like going round and round and dodging people and trying not to run people over. And it's like they had speed bumps, and I don't know. I'm just like, it was getting old constantly doing that. I guess if you're on the first floor, it's fine, but like any other floor, it's annoying. And I don't live on the first floors because I don't like that. And we had somebody actually try to break into somebody's window on the front floor of that building that I'm talking about. So I'm not living on the first floor. But yeah, there's a lot of, that's just one complication. Okay, there's like a whole list of things that I didn't like. But anyway, there are places like that. There's still a couple $1,000s to live there. Even the one that's going to look at your paycheck and give you a good price, it's still going to be a couple $1,000s. So, I don't know. And then I saw like Old Town Orange. There were like little sort of cottage like houses that people had. I don't know if that was like a side house or a back house, but they had like cute little houses that they built just for one person. It was like a studio, but it was very like retro, and you could tell that they put a lot of money into it, right? And that's pretty much what the description said too. But it was like, this one was affordable. I think it was like $1,900, which is like the cheapest I've seen. But it said you needed a $2,300 deposit. So I'm like, okay, the $2,300 deposit and then $1,900 as well on top of that. Or is it like first month's and last month's and the $2,300? I don't know, but still, I still feel like $2,300 plus $1,900 is a lot, you know? And so, I don't know. I just was like, I understand you put a lot of money into this place, but like, that's a lot of money for someone to just put in when they're just starting, you know? And obviously they're looking for a studio, so obviously they're on a budget. So, anyways, I don't think I'm going to try to move into that one, but it was cute. If there's something like that that's like more affordable, then I would probably look into living there. Old Town Orange is a very cute living area, so that would be a nice place to live. And there's like an Earth Cafe there. There's a circle with a fountain. The college, the Chapman College is nearby. There's all kinds of places to eat and drink, and there's like lunch, dinner, breakfast, coffee, desserts, whatever you want is there. It's a good neighborhood, but I'll keep looking. So yeah, if I find something like affordable, I think I would try to move in. But that deposit was way too high. Even the deposit in my luxury apartment was only like $500 to $700. It wasn't even double the rent. Anyways, so I told the bakery, the famous bakery, that I could not work there at this time. And my reason for wanting to work there was that I wanted to get familiar with it and learn everything and become a part of the team so that I can transfer out to their new bakery that's opening up. Because they're opening up a new one in an amusement park area. And that's going to take like another year to build. But that one is going to have a bar. For the first time, it's the only one that's going to have a bar. And because I am a bartender, I would love to get my foot in the door and then transfer there. So that, I don't know, that was my thought process. That was my little like fantasy going on in my head. But yeah, I am still trying to move back to the OC and looking for a safe, affordable place. And I'm just saying safe because, you know, I'm alone female, so that's why I'm saying a safe, affordable place, because you can find a place, but it might be too expensive, and it might be gated and this and that. It might be safe, but it's like too expensive and you can't afford it because it's like you're on one income. So yeah, then after that I came back to NorCal, and then I got another message to go work somewhere. Actually, I got like 2 messages to go work somewhere out here, like to bartend out here, and I didn't take either of them because they're just not in good areas. So yeah, they're not in like the best areas, and it's not the best crowd. So I still am sort of on my own. I'm still on my own. I'm still I mean on my own as in like I am filming ASMR videos and just sort of living my life out here. I don't pay rent out here, so that's not a big deal, but I do have many bills because I have this car payment, which is like $500, and I have car insurance, which is another $150, and then I had to fix this car. If you guys watched my crazy car video, I had to fix both axles, and probably because of the speed bumps in my luxury apartment that I left, constant speed bumps, probably ruined. Everyone said it was going to ruin our shocks. It probably ruined my axles. So I had to replace both my axles. I had to do a coolant flush. I had to do an alignment. So all the stuff for this car ended up being like $2,000 to $3,000. And I just did my taxes, and I'm getting my taxes back, and it's like $3,000. I'm getting $3,000 back, I think. And I'm like, oh well, good, because I just spent $3,000 on my car. But I wasn't even expecting to get $3,000 back because I only worked like half the year last year. But the thing is that tipped employees, because they changed the law, the tipped employees, we are not supposed to get taxed on our tips. And so I guess that's basically retro pay for the tips that they already taxed. Because if you're not a taxed employee and you don't know this, our tips get taxed automatically on our paycheck. So when I worked at the airport, sometimes my paycheck would say 0 because they taxed my hourly and my tips. So you would get a paycheck, but your paycheck would say 0 because everything was taxed. It obviously sucked, I'll say that, but it doesn't suck that they fixed that law, that our tips are not taxed, and that, I think that's why my return is coming back in the way that it is. So I'm very excited about that, even though I owe money to my car. I'm not going to pay it off all right away. I'm going to pay some of it, and then I will live off the rest of it. But yeah, anyways, so that's what's going on currently. And I know there's like a crazy shadow going through where I'm parked, but I don't want to park on the other side because there's like a coffee guy on the other side, and they park their little coffee truck over there, their coffee food truck. I don't know, is it still called a food truck if it's a coffee truck? Anyway, they park their coffee truck back there on the other side, and I would probably not have this shadow if I parked there, but I hope it's not bothering anybody. But the coffee truck sometimes gets a little loud because they have like the engine going or whatever, generator going for them. I haven't tried their coffee yet because I'm drinking this giant Dutch Brothers. It is very hot, and I have had the air conditioning on, and now my car is telling me that it needs to turn itself off because it doesn't like to sit here with the air conditioning on. You have to be like driving. So yeah, it's very hot now in the car. I might open a window. Okay guys, I had to change venues because Okay, so she doesn't know how to whisper, but she loves Cheerios. So, anyways, I just took her for a walk, and she had a great time. And she was getting really excited seeing the cats outside, and they were running away from her. Okay, so my family ate the fish fillets, and I went to Chipotle, and I got a salad, and I just did like lettuce, black beans, 2 different kinds of salsa. I did the green salsa and the pico, and I added cheese and I added guac. So it was very delicious. I usually would put rice in there, but I got no rice. So my family ate their McDonald's fish fillets, and then my brother got 2 fillets in his sandwich for some reason. We don't know why, and he thought that my mom ordered it that way, but she didn't. When we were at McDonald's, though, they did say something about, hold on, we're getting you fresh fillets. I don't know if they just doubled one of the sandwiches up for good measure, just to be nice. I have no idea, but we somehow got one sandwich with 2 fillets in it. I asked for double cheese, but they put double fish in theirs. I don't know. My family doesn't ask for double cheese. That's just the way I order it. Anyways, my Chipotle bowl was delicious. The only thing missing is the rice that I would normally get in there, and I didn't feel any different about it. I got the chicken, and it was fine. Besides that, I mentioned I took the dog for a walk, and now she's tired and she's sitting on the couch. Okay, so I'm just sort of chit-chatting in this video and rambling on. And I was talking about my meal plan earlier. So my goal is to lose 70 pounds, and that is a lot, but we'll see. I used to be a size 4 and weigh 130 pounds, and back then I was racing outrigger canoes, like 6-man canoes, and so it was a lot easier to keep that weight, right? Because we would burn like hundreds and hundreds of calories a day, and we would practice like once or twice a week, and then we would race on like Saturday mornings. We'd have to get up at like 4 or 5 a.m. to go drive along the coast to wherever our race was. And here in Southern California, the whole coast has like different cities have outrigger teams, and so you would just be at a different beach, you know, every week in race season, and race season is in the summer. So usually we practice in the winter and race in the summer. I don't know if they do it any differently now. I don't know if they do it all year long, but that's what I did. I just did it in the summertime. Anyways, so yeah, my most fabulous weight was 130. I was in my late 30s was just like, oh, so would you be also keeping your other job and working this job? And they said, yeah, because that other job only covers like my bills and my medical, so I need another job just to like have money. And I'm like, this is insane. Like, that is not okay, and that is insane to me, and it shouldn't be like that. You should have one good job. So I feel like that is crazy, and people should be getting paid more hourly so that they don't have to do that, because then you don't even have a life, you know, you're just like work, work, work. And I'm bringing that up because as I'm trying to move back to OC, I'm seeing how that's something that I would have to do, like have multiple jobs to even live there, and I'm not really interested in that, you know. I don't mind like doing my social media on the side and bartending, that's fine because I like that, but multiple full-time jobs, like, no. And I used to work 3 jobs in one day. I used to work at that. 3. I used to work on the fruit docks from like 3 a.m. to 8 a.m. Then I would work on these yacht-style boats from like 9:15 to 1:30. And then at night I would go to my bartending job in Manhattan Beach from like 4 to 10. 3 jobs, one day. So I'm not interested in that. Okay. I wasn't even interested in that at that time. It was just something that I had to do to make rent. But no. So, that I know that that's what's going on right now, and I wish that that could sort of change for people, you know, like the cost of rent and the cost of living and things like that. So that is, I don't know, something hopefully that we will see change. And talking about the economy and people's rent and stuff like that, one of my favorite YouTubers has just announced that he is going to stop making videos. He's going to keep his channel, but he's going to stop making new videos because it has become something that's not affordable for him. And he does Disney content. He's a Disney creator on YouTube, a small creator, but still, it's like everybody's so excited when his videos would pop up every week. I think he would make like a couple videos a week, and it was just so fun to watch, and I know that I would go searching for his videos. And I don't know, I just was like, this is so crazy, like, I can't believe that he's stopping making videos. But he was talking about how expensive it is to live in California, and how he's just gonna go back to school because he can't afford to do this anymore, and he's still gonna go to Disney and have fun, but like, he can't make videos for us anymore at the moment, you know, and he doesn't know if he'll ever come back and do that. So I think that that is really sad. And yeah, he was basically talking about how expensive it is to live in California. So I know people say like, oh, well, move here, move there, but it's just like, you don't want to move, you know, like, you grew up here and your friends and family are here, so it's not like you just want to get up and move somewhere. Of course you can move. Yeah, you could do that. You could go live a million places that are cheaper, but, you know, we're used to the beaches, we're used to our family, our friends, so it's not that, you know, easy to just move somewhere just because it's cheaper. Like, then what are we gonna do? Not go to Disney? The Disney pass holders are used to, you know, going to Disney every day, so. But I'm sure there's a million other things we could do, but still, it's like, you know, you grew up here. Anyways, yes, it's very expensive to live here. Yes, I'm still trying to get back to the OC. I know that some niches do better on YouTube, right? So a Disney creator is going to possibly get less viewing hours, and we need a certain amount of hours, and we need a certain amount of subs. So I recommend people pick a niche that not only is, you know, gonna be more helpful to more people, like finance gets a lot of clicks and stuff like that. Fitness and health videos get a lot of clicks. What I eat in a day videos get a lot of clicks too. But it's harder for like someone that's doing Disney videos, because you're just gonna watch that video once and you're like, oh, I already saw that. You know, I saw the new foods of the week. But when you're doing something that's getting like, you know, more clicks, like ASMR is going to give you more but I think it's so fun. So I always want to vlog, and that's why that is there. And then the ASMR channel, I love whisper videos, so that's why that one is there. But obviously this channel is getting more clicks and more hours watched. So if you have it in you and you want to start YouTube, just think of it in that way, you know. It's gonna take time, so you have to love to do it. But you know, he was also talking about that he doesn't want to do clickbait, that he doesn't want to have crazy titles, that he doesn't want to do that just so people will click on the video. And I get that. Like, he doesn't want drama. He's, you know, wants a chill, cool channel, which that's what his channel was, and it was really, really cool. And we don't all want drama and clickbait. We really don't. Like, we want a nice, chill, normal, everyday life channel. We're getting tired of the clickbait. And so that's kind of, you know, what we liked about his channel. But anyways, I don't ever want to do like clickbaity stuff either. It's just like, if you like the person and you want to watch their channel, then just watch their channel. But anyways, that's what's going on right now. And I haven't done too much today. It took me like 2 hours to do my hair today, so I haven't really done too much. I did my makeup and then 2 hours to straighten my hair. And then I broke my blow dryer because it fell on the ground. So that was awesome. And it's not a blow dryer that I can just go get, because it was a professional one that I got from my hairdresser specifically. So I'm just gonna have to find one that is, you know, close enough. But it broke in the middle of me doing my hair, so I had like half dry hair, half wet hair. And yeah, it fell on the floor. And then I found like another little blow dryer and finished the rest. But I have to go buy a blow dryer. So I'm gonna go review that right now and see which one is a good kind. But if you have any recommendations, you could comment it down below. But anyways,